Welcome back to Let's Play the Worst Game Ever, according to Tim Buckley, from the only person on YouTube who has a sub-to-ban ratio lower than 10 to 1. So, yeah, still going down Mistralton Cave, trying to fight off those PP Waster 10,000s. And while I do that, a little bit at recent news, there has been a Dream World update for all three of you that actually still play the Dream World. As a result of this update, you are now able to have up to 50 Dream Pals, because seriously, the previous limit was way too low and absolute complete bullshit. And you can now add Game Pals. You know, the people that you've traded with or fought with in-game, in the actual game that you're buddies with, you can now put them as your Dream Pals in the Dream World. And oddly enough, that feature, TM80 Rock Slide. Very good TM if you're looking for a good physical attack on a Pokemon that can learn Rock Slide, obviously. Too bad I have no use for it right now. But depending on your teams, it might actually come in very handy. So, yeah, oddly enough, that feature of adding Game Pals to your Dream Pals was not there at launch. At launch I was talking all the way back in 2010, and I have no freaking clue why they thought it was a good idea to not have that feature at launch. I mean, come on, what were they doing with their time? Anyway, that feature went up later, and for some inexplicable reason, went down later on. That's right, they removed the feature that made the most sense in the entire thing. They just took it away without a reason, and now it's just come back. So, yeah, I don't know who's managing this shit, but someone ought to be fired! And I'm not just talking about the Dream World being shit and all. This particular feature, the way it was handled, like, what the fuck? Honestly, what the fuck? You can also have 3 more rows of berries that you can grow if you have enough Dream Points. So that's a total of 8 rows. And once again, at launch, there was a stupid amount of restriction. I think the most rows you could have at launch was 3, for a total of 12 patches of berries. 12 patches of berries! Once again, who the fuck thought that was enough? Between all the kinds of berries there are in the game, and you may want to grow more than one of each kind of berry, it's just, no. Once again, not nearly enough, so now it's up to 32, which is a more acceptable number. And finally, in another what were they doing moment, in the last update, when Black and White 2 came out, they took away the ability to put all the new Pokemon, or rather, all the Pokemon that got new forms to sleep. Now, I can sort of understand not allowing the new forms themselves because they were not programmed in. And to that, I say, why? Why the fuck weren't they programmed into the Dream World from day one? What was preventing them from doing that? They knew that they were going to come out with Black and White 2, so why didn't they add them beforehand, so that when the Dream World went live for Black and White 2, they would already be there? I have no idea, absolutely no idea, who thought this was a good idea, but instead of just, and that's not all, they actually prevented us from tucking in the old forms as well, for some silly reason. Why? Because I don't think they even have the same rows in the game code, I mean. And that should go for the Dream World as well, understandably. So, yeah, how the fuck are they handling it? Well, I have a pretty good idea how they're handling it. They're probably handling it with only one hand and masturbating to Korean gay porn in the other one. Or better yet, Thai porn. You know where you're looking at a hot chick and suddenly it turns out she actually has a penis? Well, that's what they're doing with their time. Now, I'm pretty much running out of PP, and you know what? I am not going to change my lead just yet because I am smart, and I know that I want Jellicent to recover some HP before the big fight, because I am going to be using Jellicent to weaken Cobalion down a bit. So what I will be doing, I'm going to be... Oh, and it's a Zubat on top of that, so it's going to be an easy one-hit kill. It's considerably weaker than Boldores. So I'm going to be using Recover to heal myself up, and hopefully I don't take too much damage, and Return Air Cutter misses! So, yeah, thanks for the free healing! So I'm going to pull Jellicent out of there, and I'm going to replace it in the lead with, you know what, I'm gonna give Lilligant some time to shine, because Boldore is by far the most common Pokemon that can be found in the wild here. Zubat is sort of common as well, but I'm sort of confident in its ability to take down those Zubats with only one Giga Drain, since they're unevolved Zubats. And as for Axus, well, they're really not all that sturdy, so pretty good idea, I think, to go for it and use use that magical leaf for something. While I still have it, I'm going to lose it in favor of Petal Dance in 3 more levels, but Petal Dance is going to come in very handy against those PP Waster 10,000s, since I'm only going to need 1 PP in order to take them down. Of course, I am still going to take some a free hit, but at least I'm not going to have to use 2 PP. And a Duskstone, very interesting for those of you who want to use Chandelure. You definitely want to come all the way down here and collect that Duskstone. So, we're going to make our way back to that old man that we just ran by without even saying a word to him. Don't worry, he's not a trainer. If I recall, he's going to tell us the story of the Musketeer Trio, because, well, unlike in Generation 4, the legendary trio of this generation has no part in the main story whatsoever, so they got to have their own backstory at some point. Though I think, do the Reggies even have their own backstory? And I'm not talking about anime or manga canon, I'm talking about strictly the games. And I think the legendary birds don't have a backstory either. I know Regigigas created the 3 Reggies out of different materials or something, but I'm talking about an actual story, you know. And as for the Generation 1 Legendaries, god damn it! This encounter rate is maddening! I'm trying to keep that comment to a minimum, because otherwise that's all I'm gonna say, but still! Not looking forward to surfing all over Route 17, trying to find out which path is the good one. I'm probably going to be using a map there, too, so that we don't spend the rest of the year in that area. But yeah, I was about to say that even in game canon, I think there are several of each legendary bird in existence anyway. So, can we talk to that guy? Thank you. Thank you very much. I saw your skill, it's impressive for one so young. Well, against who? All I've been doing ever since I entered this floor was trying to take out those PP Waster 10,000s with a minimum amount of effort, though I guess using some strategy to keep the PP losses at a minimum is, well, fairly impressive, because not everyone would think to do that. But yeah, this is a story from long, long, long ago. Pokemon were in big trouble because of a fire started in a forest because of evil humans. So yeah, pretty detailed account of a story that happened so long ago. And Cobalion led the frightened Pokemon out of the burning woods. So basically, the other 2 pretty much did all the work, and Cobalion just hung back and just said, "Oh yeah, here we go. Follow me. I'll lead you out of the woods." That just doesn't sound as impressive as what the other 2 did. So basically, the Musketeer Trio doesn't trust humans now, even though, you know, the world has changed since then, and now people and Pokemon coexist peacefully together. even though, well, as I said before, this is the entire theme of the game, so they're going to take advantage of that opportunity to shove it down our throats some more. I mean, try to make it a little bit more subtle, can you? But, yeah, as I was saying, they only know the old world, and the three have gone into hiding since then in very reclusive areas, such as this here, Mr. Alton Cave, where Cobalion is hiding out. I guess I should also mention, I think I've done so before, actually, but Cobalion is actually needed in order to even be able to encounter Terrakion and Virizion, and I'm not really going to bother with those dirt clouds anymore because they just mean more random encounters against probably something like an unevolved Drillbur. I don't know if it's Drillbur or Excadrill in this particular dungeon, but I just don't care. And wow, I was talking about my confidence in it being able to take down a Zubat earlier on. Well, that didn't go all that well. Fortunately, the Zubat went for Imprison, which did precisely dick to me. It's not exactly a very good move in any circumstances. So you can see Cobalion up on that ledge. We're about to reach it very soon. So, as I said before, I want to use Jellicent in order to weaken it, because, well, I don't want to use a not very effective move since it's just going to take forever, and I don't want to use a super effective one either, so that greatly narrows my scope of attacks that I can use, since Steel Fighting has a lot of resistances and a few weaknesses as well. So, yeah, and also the reason is for defensive purposes, because, well, Jellicent is a ghost type, Cobalion knows Sacred Sword and Retaliate, it also knows Helping Hand, which only leaves Iron Head as something that could hurt Jellicent. And it's even not very effective, so Jellicent is the perfect guy for the job in the end. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to stop recording once I reach Cobalion. I'm just going to save what I have recorded so far because, sorry about that. To be perfectly honest with you, I have absolutely no idea how long I will be fighting Cobalion, so I don't want any desync to set in or anything like that. So yeah, I'm just going to head over there and yeah, I'm just going to change my lead back to Jellicent, and I will see you guys in just a few moments after I've saved the recording. Alright, we're done messing around. It's time for our very first legendary battle of this Let's Play, and it happens right on part 52. Very, very cool timing. Not that it really matters all that much. But anyway, level 42 Cobalion. No level advantage one way or the other. Sacred Sword, of course, doesn't work. So start spamming Iron Head because you'll be needing it. And yeah, Cobalion, of course, a lot faster than Jellicent. No surprise there. And wow, it's in the red already, so very well. I shall send Sigilif in, since it resists Sacred Sword. Retaliate and Iron Head could hurt a bit, though. Here's the Retaliate on the switch. Wow, that did quite a bit of damage. So, let's try and put it to sleep. Nope! Not working the first time, and holy crap, that did a lot more damage than I expected. We could be in for a tough battle, as Hypnosis misses again. I'm gonna have to heal, as the low HP theme appears for one of the rare times in this Let's Play. So we're gonna be back to 84. Retaliate. I guess I could survive an Iron Head, so I'm gonna try Hypnosis once again. And there we go! Finally connects. So I'm going to heal first, just to make sure that I don't get the nasty surprise because of critical or something like that. Sure, we all remember when my Lugia went down to lance this Charizard. It was a bad time. So, let's throw a first Dusk Ball. And let's hope that it actually catches it. It would be awesome if it did. 1, 2, 3... Huge breakout! Oh man, this was so close, and then it wakes up Iron Head. Good thing I healed. Let's try Hypnosis. Shit!